Hey guys, Crypto Sensei here, back with another Sensei Chat. Today is July 2nd, 2022. Very excited to be speaking with you today. We do have Frostbite in the house. I wanted to introduce you to this project. I've been talking with them with some time. You probably heard me talking about them previously. They've been working on some tech to keep you safe for several years now. They've been working on this project for I think over 5 years. They got a lot of good stuff going on, and I wanted to do like a light intro into who they are and what they're doing, and then we're going to be doing an AMA and some more follow-up stuff with them here in the future. And then I'm going to get into what I wanted to talk about today, which is what's been going on with crypto and exchanges and keeping your crypto safe, and a little bit more about stable coins and probably what you have a lot of your money parked into. I want to show you where you can go to see how well that stable coin is doing, and just trying to teach you some different things here about that. So without further ado, we got Bradley S. and we have Swib. I love the name. They're from Frostbite. I don't know who wants to go first and introduce yourselves and maybe like what you do for Frostbite. But go ahead and take it away, introduce yourselves, and then maybe tell us a little bit about what Frostbite is and what you guys have been working on and why you guys are so excited to finally bring it. I know it's in demo mode, but you guys are finally bringing it to fruition. So go ahead and whoever wants to speak first, go ahead.
Certainly, and thank you for the kind introduction there, Sensei. Very excited to be speaking here to the Cryptonairz community. My name's Saul. I'm the CEO at Frostbite, and at a very high level, what Frostbite's aiming to do is be a decentralized and self-sovereign password management and data security utility for users that not only utilize the current Web 2.0 internet, but like many of your users who I'm sure are listening in today are savvy and in the Web 3 space as well. Basically, to be that, bridge that gap between the credentials where, username and passwords that we're used to and the, private keys and seed phrase credentials of the future as we merge into Web3, and giving users a decentralized and self-sovereign tool to store all that and get all their most sensitive data out of the cloud. That's really our core mission.
Fantastic. And then Bradley, did you want to go ahead and talk a little bit? Or are you just here to hang out?
Probably won't really talk that much.
Okay, no worries.
Hey everyone, my name's Brad. I help run the community and do marketing for Frostbite. So if you have any questions, feel free to DM me directly or ask in this chat. Anything sensitive, stuff like that, or if you want any links, feel free to just drop me a message.
So, Schwib, let's talk a little bit more about Frostbite. So, exactly what is Frostbite? Like, what would I use Frostbite for? As a crypto investor, I have a lot of seed phrases that I write down on paper and a lot of sensitive information that I want to keep private. How is Frostbite going to help me do that?
Certainly. So Frostbite gives you a military grade and secure way to not only encrypt and store those seed phrases, but all of your credentials. And you can choose to do them within the mobile app and a offline database on your mobile device that's readily accessible, or offline via raw paper copy as well. But everything is, military grade encrypted and never stored in plain text. That way you don't have any seed phrases, stored under the floorboards in your house or anything of that sort. And if you move and, the new owner stumbles upon them or finds that hidden safe in the wall that, you forgot about or whatever the case may be, that phrase isn't sitting there in plain text and right for the taking.
Great. So what do you, if it's not in plain text, what do you guys, is it in, what is it? You take a picture and it turns it into, what are those things called? Help me out here, Schwib.
The QR codes?
Yes, thank you so much. I stare at them every day. So it turns them into QR codes, right?
Well, there's multiple ways to go about it.
Okay.
So we have cryptocurrency seed phrases as a native asset in the Frostbite app, alongside photos, documents, your traditional username and password combinations, all the assets you'd be familiar with in your typical password management or data security solution in a cloud-based offering. But then we also support those cryptocurrency seed phrases natively. You can import your data into the app, either in any one of those asset types, and then it's encrypted, and then you are sent that data or given that data to store or share via a QR code, which contains the encrypted data on it.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I think more and more as we grow into this new digital space, being able to protect our most sensitive data is probably going to be the highest priority. And I see that you guys are, one of the, the pioneers. I know you guys have been working on this for several years. This is not just something that you guys thought of 6 months ago and are like, hey, let's put this together. This has been several years in the making, and I know you guys have, really good, extensive backgrounds in this. Walk me through, isn't there like a demo type thing going on right now? People, if they wanted to participate, how could they participate in the demo of Frostbite and maybe, give you guys some feedback or improve the app? How does that work?
Certainly. So we're right now going through our closed beta phase, which we welcome the Cryptonairz community to become a part of and get hands-on with the app. Brad will submit all the links to sign up for the beta. And we are also, incentivizing users to provide us with some meaningful feedback with some cool giveaways. We have some custom branded SecUX wallets we'll be giving out to users who submit valuable feedback about the app and give us their comments. And it's a super easy sign-up process. And yeah, we welcome everyone to try it. And everything I just talked about is live in the app today. All of the premium features, which will be paid in the future for the closed beta group, are currently all free. So you can really, get your hands deep in the feature set and really give it a shot without, any monetary commitment or no risk to the user at all.
Fantastic. So I'm a community member and I want to do this. What's the best way for me to come and demo this technology or this software? Do I come to your you lay it out for us.
Yeah, so the best way to come to us would be to the beta sign up page.
Okay.
Brad, if you wouldn't mind sharing the link to that in the chat now.
Yeah, perfect.
So just go ahead and it's basically just let us know the email address that you have linked to your Google Play or Apple App Store, and we'll whitelist you, and you can go ahead and download the app and start using it. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Super simple.
And guys, we're gonna have a much more in-depth interview / AMA with Frostbite here coming up, where we'll actually kind of have the information, or we'll have the app kind of up on the screen, and we'll do some different things and show you kind of how it works. But if you're interested in taking it for a test drive now, free is always a number that I like. It doesn't really cost you anything. And it really could be something of value to you. You could, start using and say, hey, this is really something I want to use to help protect, my seed phrases or my, my photos or whatever it is that you do want to protect there. It's always a good idea, right? We always have different prying people in our lives, whether they're, some of them are friends, some of them are significant others. Not like I'm saying I want to keep my seed phrase away from my wife, but, sometimes keeping things that you want to keep safe and personal are a way, and this is a way to do that. So, I really appreciate you guys coming in for, just a couple minutes, giving us just a quick overview. And I really look forward to bringing you back, and we'll doing a full, review of the app and going over it in more detail for the community. But send me the link too, and I will post it with the Sensei chat. That way anybody listening after the fact, I know there's probably people traveling right now doing stuff, but when they do come back to listen, they will definitely have that link, and then they can sign up that way.
I have posted the link in the general chat. And just before we move forward on this, we are currently doing a giveaway for a Frostbite branded SecUX wallet. So I'll drop that link in the general chat as well.
Here, I'm gonna drop it in this chat as well, just so it's easier for people. I just dropped it, 11:11 a.m. Here you go in the member chat here in this channel. So, I appreciate Bradley and Trib. I really appreciate your time this morning. I know it's Saturday. Go out and have a wonderful day, and I really appreciate your time this morning. I look forward to working with you guys and really showing the community what this thing can do and how it can help them.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us, and we look forward to having your community get their hands on the app and give us all the feedback they have, good or bad. We're really looking to refine this thing and really make it the data management solution for the future. We feel it's really important that we get all of the backup information, the seed phrases, the PIN codes to our hardware wallets and our accounts, and get that out of the cloud. Not your keys, not your coins, as we're learning the hard way right now, all across the space. And we feel it's really important now more than ever as we enter a bear market to really make sure that users have self-sovereign custody of the assets they own.
Beautiful, man. No, that's great. Thank you so much for laying that out. And we'll be setting up something very, very soon. That way we can get you guys in and show this to more people. I've been playing around with the tool myself. Oh, what? What was that? Oh, Hansel just came in, is talking. Sorry, here, let me mute. That's the problem with the member chat, but it's okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. And I look forward to having you guys in for that interview /AMA. And military grade security be available only for enterprise customers. I remember reading something along those lines. So Wolfen says, will the military grade security be available only for enterprise customers? I remember reading that somewhere on those lines on the website. Sorry if they covered that already.
No, so the military grade security is across all feature sets, both free and premium, as well as the enterprise offering. So, anything stored in the Frostbite app, we feel is the most secure way to store it, no matter which feature set you're taking advantage of.
Got it. All right, cool. Thank you so much, guys, and really appreciate that. And I'm sure there's going to be some members that are going to be clicking, downloading, and then playing around with it, and we'll get some feedback for you.
Sounds great. Looking forward to it.
All right, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Cheers. All right, guys. I'm going to share my screen now. Hopefully you can see my screen. I'm going to pull it up here. Just give me like a thumbs up if you, or someone unmute and say you can see my screen. Thumbs up. Okay, cool. So you can see this, a circle. Let me just, Crypto at Night. Give me a thumbs up, Crypto Night. Good to go. Yep. Okay, cool, guys. So, what I wanted to talk about today, guys, is stablecoins, right? We see the collapse of UST. I know the Tron stablecoin USDD I would stay away from that with a 10-foot pole. I know there's some really shadiness going on with that one. With Justin Sun, who is the founder of Tron. He's been doing some weird things with it. But I just wanted to go over some of these main stable coins and where you can find information on them as far as, do they have liquidity? Are they over collateralized? What does it look like, right? So you really have you have UST, USDC, you have DAI, and MIM. So collateralized stablecoins are UST, USDC. Over collateralized stablecoins, DAI and MIM. Algorithmic stablecoins, UST, USDN, and then partial algorithmic are FRAX, right? So I included a couple links here, but I wanted to get into their web pages here. So here's Circle's big web page here. You can actually go in and actually, it's under one of these, let's see, solutions, developers, insights. You can actually get into where it says how much in circulation per month that they have. They actually do a report every month, and you can actually go in here and see, oh, okay, so, right now in USDC, 54 billion, 005995 in circulation. total fair value of US denominated assets held in segregated accounts equal to a circulation report. So they put out these reports every month to really show that they do actually have the backing. They're supposed to be one-to-one backing with other assets. So it's always a good idea to come in here and check. I know I've been doing my due diligence and coming in, and so you know, USD here, 55.7 billion. You can take a look at this. It really took off in 2021, and then it's still kind of you know, sitting here at the $50 billion mark on 2022. And so it's really good to just get in here and check this to make sure it's legitimate. BlackRock, you know, this news came out in April, but BlackRock to handle Circle's USD cash reserve as part of 400 million funding round. So you know, you just want to be very, very careful, right? So BlackRock, if you don't know, they own, like, I think it's like, oh God, what is it? Is it $7 trillion in assets they own? BlackRock is huge. You know, it's more of a centralized entity. They handle high net worth clients, but you know, they are partnering and doing some different things, you know, with stable coins and with USDC. So you know, just wanted to kind of put this on your radar here that you know, on Tuesday, cryptocurrency payments firm announced 400 million in funding led by around firm BlackRock. So you just kind of want to watch what this, you know, the money's doing. Tether is another one that's kind of, you know, come under some scrutiny. You know, some people say that it's not backed. Some people say that there's nothing to worry about. You know, I personally, you know, I don't really love Tether. It's not my stable coin of choice. You know, they do have their independent reports here that you can get into. It's under transparency here. Current balances, you can actually take a look here. You know, basically ETH, Tron, Solana, Omni, this is kind of what it's backed by. And then here is their current assets, current liabilities, and then their shareholders capital cushion. So this is really interesting information, and this is where you actually can get this report that I'm looking at in this next page here. But look at this, guys. They haven't had a report since March, right? So I don't know what this looks like now, right? March, April, May, June. We're 3 months behind. There should be a report coming here very soon, and I'm very eager to see what this looks like, you know, right now. So just keep your eyes on this. You know, it's always good to go in here and take a look. I mean, they do have $66 billion you know, worth of UST that's been printed, and it's supposed to be backed by you know, securities of some kind. So definitely worth taking a look. It says U.S. Treasury bills, reserve rights, cash and equities and other support deposits, commercial paper, cash in banks, money market funds, just different ways that they're backing the currency. And then here's actually the report from March. You can actually go in here and read. This is actually when it was a lot higher, guys. This is when they were actually at $82 billion. You know, and so, I mean, you got to trust the Maha Cayman company. I have not done any research on the MHA Cayman. So, you know, whoever's putting out these reports, I did notice that they switched people. Look, like they had more here, and they keep moving from place to place here. So I wonder what that's about. I don't know if that's something to read into, but you know, they've had 5 or 6 different companies with the reports going here. So I don't know. I just like to see a more, like, if it was one company, you know, doing this every month. I know USDC puts that out every month. Tether, I guess, puts it out every quarter. But we should be looking for a new report here very soon. Let me just see if there's any questions in the Discord about this. No. Okay, cool. Continuing. So another stable coin, right, is MIM, Abracadabra. Right? MIM, if you don't know, MIM, hold on, let me see. The MIM token, so it can be on different chains: Ethereum, Binance, Phantom, Avalanche. The MIM peg price, since MIM is USD peg stablecoin, It needs to remain pegged to the US dollar. The mechanics used to rely on arbitrage keep it simple. This can happen in several ways. I'm not going to go through all of this for you. If you want to kind of dig into abracadabra money, you can. You know, right now, if you take a look, MIM has about just under $600 million actually allocated to it or out right now as far as stable coins that are out. But if you take a look here, check this out. They had like 5 billion in January, guys. So look how far it's fallen since then. And then you can actually come in here and you can see that total MIM borrowed by collateral. So this is people taking loans, right? Let's say I have an Ethereum, one Ethereum, and I want to borrow, you know, $300 on that Ethereum. I post the Ethereum as collateral. I take the $300 in MIM. If something happens to ETH and I get liquidized, they take my Ethereum to make up the payment that they gave me. So this is kind of, you know, what's borrowed and what's going on. Total collateral and collateral type. And then total collateral by Cauldron. And so you can see they have different, you know, wrapped ETH v2, Stargate, different things going on here. And then obviously you can borrow in different cryptocurrencies. FTT is a big one here. Ethereum and FTT, as you can see, are the two biggest. But it's always good to get in here and look at this and understand kind of what's going on with the stable coins. Frax is another one, right? Let me see. So Frax is the first and only stablecoin with parts of its supply backed by collateral and parts of the supply are algorithmic. This means Frax is the first stablecoin to have part of the supply floating unbacked. The stablecoin Frax is named after the fractional algorithmic stability mechanism. The ratio of collateral and algorithmic depends on the market pricing of a Frax stablecoin. If a Frax is trading above the dollar, the protocol decreases the collateral ratio. If Frax is trading under a dollar, the protocol increases the collateral ratio. And you can come in here and learn more. I mean, it's pretty easy to go to these web pages and the dashboard, so you can really kind of see you know, where the money is. You know, curve. Metapool locker staked out. You know, it looks like you know, this is a lot of the tokens that they have in different pools that they're in and what you can borrow. Here's liquidity. You know, it's always nice to kind of get in here and look at this stuff before you put all your money into it. You know, I really wish I could have looked at UST before this. I would have loved to have seen what this looked like, as far as you know, their balance sheets. And so you know, Frax does look pretty stable. You know, MIM's looking kind of I mean I'm parking everything right now in USDC. But you know, and then there is DAI, right? So the one thing about DAI, guys, right, is so who did a good video about that? Steven did a good video on stable coins back in May. When he did his video back in May, this was at like 169%, right? Per collateral. So for every dollar, it's backed up by $1.29. The biggest thing here is, you know, if something were to happen to USDC, God forbid, you know, a lot of their you know, DAI generated collateral is in USDC, right? And then you know, some of it's in ETH, some of it's in this other stuff, wrapped Bitcoin, and then others. So you just have to be very, very careful. DAI collateralization, ETH A, ETH B, ETH C. I'm not too familiar with these, so I can't really explain them to you. I apologize. I didn't have time to look into what ETH B, ETH A, and ETH C is, but they do look pretty stable for now. If you see this drop below 100% though, then you do have to start worrying, guys. So it's always good to check this stuff out and know what you're doing. You know, you can actually go in and see kind of, you know, where some of this money is. you know, this is something that, you know, some information that you definitely could be using to make your best decisions on where to keep your money. And so there's just a lot of information here, and you can actually just get to this Make Your DAO a guide to DAI stats, and then it's daistats.com is where you're going to find all this information. Okay. All right. Moving on to this, I wanted to go over the Constellations partnership. This happened, I think it's 2 days ago now. It is July 2nd. Partnership with Foursquare is a big partnership, guys. And let's not. People are like, oh, Foursquare partnership. This is going to send us to the moon. This is only for door traffic miners, right? And if you don't know what a door traffic miner is, it's okay. They are something that DAG is selling right now. I posted about this, 4 or 5 months ago when they first went on sale. They were about like $4,000, and they went up to 4,500. Then they were at $5,000. But basically, what they're here to do is they're here to improve businesses. And so I'm working with a friend that owns a business in a mall. I'm going to go ahead and install my door miner in his business, and give him the statistics on what's going on. So this is actually anonymously counts foot traffic, provides measurable data-driven insights and analytics. Business will purchase, includes proprietary thermal sensing hardware and machine learning algorithms for complete accuracy. So this is saying how property managers would use this, track building usage for better understand where to make your next improvements based on foot traffic or volume, or where to save money. Medical, gain better insight on wait times and optimization. So there's just different ways that you can use this, but I did buy 2 of these. I am staking both of them on Lattice right now, and I'm earning free DAG. I've made about 20,000 free DAG just by staking this. I am waiting for the miners. But you can buy one now. Like if you have a business and you want to put one up, you will get some DAG rewards for running these and them getting this information. So this is kind of what it would look like above the door. Yeah, I mean, free DAG is always something that I'm all for. So if you don't know what a door miner is, now you do. And so this is essential is for partnership with Foursquare and Constellation's door miner, a battery operated device that you place above a doorway of anonymous foot traffic, along with high quality data collected by Foursquare visits, a location data solution for understanding target audiences, traffic patterns, competing markets. And so if you want to check this out, check it. This is the reason why could be so big, guys, right? This is who is the Foursquare is partnered with, right? We don't know if each one of these businesses are going to get door miners, but could you imagine if Oracle and Amazon and all of these, Microsoft, Reddit, all of these gigantic conglomerate businesses, Snowflake, this one's here in the Bay Area, get door miners, and they're using them in their stores to help make their businesses better. This could be a ton of value for DAG. And so this is just a huge partnership. I didn't want to gloss over it. I thought you should know about it. I don't know if each one of these are going to get it, but hey, it's a possibility, right? Each one of these businesses is always looking to improve how they can, customer satisfaction, what customer wait times, what's going on with that customer. So, these are some of the biggest names in the world, guys. Very, very, very big, very, very big partnership here. So we'll see what happens with these and go from there. What I wanted to also talk with you about, and let me just hold on. Let me send a text message. I just need someone to grab me a water here. I forgot a water. Can you bring me water? Sorry, guys. I talk a lot and then I get thirsty. All right, so if you don't know who Sam Bankman-Fried is, he is the owner of FTX. He's the founder. He's a 30-year-old billionaire, and he has been bailing out some different exchanges, right? And so just just to go over this really quickly, the question in everyone's mind is in the crypto world is whether we've reached the bottom of the market. Nearly 2 trillion in crypto has left the market and has evaporated since November. The bellwether digital assets Luna, a $40 billion asset associated with UST, and a $16 billion stablecoin designed to maintain parity with the US dollar, had collapsed. So Three Arrows Capital was a very big trading firm with over $200 million of exposure into Luna. And so now they're basically done. They're insolvent and they're gone. So thank you so much. Sam is bailing out some of these other. Oh my goodness, sorry. I splashed water all over my screen and then I cleaned it up and it goes here. Sorry guys. Sam he is bailing out a few other crypto exchanges, but Three Arrows was too far gone. There was no point here to put money, to chase money after bad money. But he's done $750 million in credit lines to different trading firms to keep them afloat. So right now it's a very, very unstable market. A lot of these crypto firms or smaller crypto trading platforms, they're allowing leverage trading and people are just getting wrecked. And then these exchanges themselves are leverage trading and they're getting wrecked as well. And so that's why you see something like Celsius and Voyager and a few other of these having issues and going under. You just want to be very careful what you put your money into and where you store your crypto. But if you haven't read this article about Sam Bankman, you probably should. This guy's pretty much a genius. This is pretty serious, guys. And this guy is deciding who he's bailing out. The one issue with this now is this guy is going to be owning a lot of the crypto world, right? We really are pushing for decentralization, and this one entity, FTX or FTT, is going to own a lot of digital assets and a lot of digital projects and own a lot of crypto. So just something to think there. But this is a great article that you definitely should read. This was a little bit about Three Arrows Capital. I just wanted to go over this with you really quickly. Three Arrows Capital saga lens through. Hold on, please. All right, so this person knew this guy. So please note, I personally know Shu Zhao and Kyle Davers, the principals of Arrow 3 Capital. Three Arrow Capital. I have knowledge of what transpired other than reported publicly. I intend to. Okay, so the collapse of Three Arrows Capital in itself is unremarkable. A hedge fund that was previously successful executing boring but stable yielding arbitrage strategies decided to strap on leverage and accelerate returns. They paid the price and borrowed funds to play. The U.S. Terra Luna carry trade sealed their deal. So they put way too much money into to Luna. They did with leverage, and they got wrecked. So this guy has $20 million houses in Singapore, and now he's having to sell all of them. Hong Kong, and it's things are falling apart in some places. So I'm not going to read you this whole article, but this is a great article. I included it in my notes if you want to come read it. But a lot of these places can be going bankrupt. So crypto exchange CoinFlex is raising $47 million through a new coin after a major investor fails to pay debt. So some of these too, right? Big firms, they take money from people or they loan money to people, and some of those debts don't get paid back. So CoinFlex said it would use $47 million worth of a digital coin, offering 20% interest, which is calling Recovery Value USD or RVUSD. It comes after the company paused withdrawals for customers last week, citing extreme market conditions and uncertainty involving a counterparty. On Monday, CoinFlex published a blog post With more details about the counterparty, CEO Mark Lamb said the post was a long-time customer's account went into negative equity. That prompted the company to halt withdrawals. So this one customer put them into a a negative space where now they had to halt withdrawals. So you guys got to be very careful on these smaller exchanges or these smaller crypto firms. They can get wrecked pretty quickly. I mean, this one person failed to pay debts, and now these guys are in trouble. So just know that it's pretty serious out here. This is just more information on Three Arrows Capital. This is a huge deal, guys, and this just happened. This was just published a couple days ago. This is pretty. Three Arrows Capital is one of those you had up there with some of the biggest names in crypto firms. So you just need to be very careful. Obviously, this article pushes Fidelity Merrill, but careful what you're putting your money into. Voyager, let's check out Crypto Brutal Week ends. Voyager suspends withdrawals while BlockFi gets an FTX back bailout. So basically, FTX is Sam Bankman-Fried. He's basically going to own BlockFi. Right, that's when I was talking about him, basically getting, the cryptos being more centralized towards him. And they just let Three Arrows go. I mean, Three Arrows was in too much debt, so they just basically said forget it. But the whole point of me showing you all this, guys, is to show you that there's bad things are still happening. We're still, I still don't think we've hit the bottom yet, and I still think there could be more issues to come. So you just want to be very, very careful where you're keeping your crypto. And, it really is. So, someone in the Discord was like, said something about KuCoin. And I know there's a lot of FUD going around on KuCoin. The CEO of KuCoin slammed insolvency rumors, citing there's no plan to halt withdrawals. I mean, it's good when the CEO comes out and says there's no plan to do this. I personally removed my funds off of KuCoin. I just, I being in America, I'm not supposed to be using KuCoin anyways, but, if something were to happen to KuCoin instantly, I would not be able to move, I think I had over $100,000 sitting on KuCoin. So I took it off. I didn't want to take any chances, but you have the CEO saying that they're fine. There's just rumors, but I don't trust anybody, guys. If it's in their exchanges, it's not your crypto anymore, right? They're holding on to it for you. If they have a hack, if they go down, if something happens, your crypto gets locked up, and there's no way for you to get it out. Right, so just do your best and make the best decisions that you can. I did want to just go over this kind of information today because I thought it was necessary. And I wanted to go over, Sensei, here's this big problem with these places going under. Where do I move my crypto? What are the best wallets? What to do? So I went ahead and I looked up and I dived in and I checked out the best cold wallets and the best hardware wallets for you. So don't worry, I've done all the work for you. Gemini was probably the highest rated Gemini wallet app out there right now. That's why this one is first. So I have included all of these links in my Sensei chat notes, so you don't have to write it down. But the Gemini wallet, it doesn't say which ones it holds. I was hoping that it would tell me every single crypto that it does hold. But Gemini is a great choice. Coinbase wallet. So if you don't know that Coinbase has a separate wallet, you can hold crypto and NFTs in. I do have a little bit of money in my Coinbase wallet. Not a lot, but this is a better option, I would say, than some others. And so you can download this on your iOS, or you can download this on your Android device and use it. And you can actually send and receive. You can swap crypto inside of here. But remember, Coinbase is a crypto brokerage, and they do have some high fees. So please be careful with that. Zengo is another, you know, I guess this is like 4 and 3/4 stars app on Google Play. Keyless encryption, biometric protection, 3-factor recovery. You know, so this is another app you can download on your cell phone, just to secure your cryptocurrency. I wanted to put this in front of you. There also is the Exodus wallet. So Exodus is just another crypto wallet. I have one of these on my phone. I don't use it too much, guys. I can't really tell you a ton about it. But, you know, it does look like, you know, there's a desktop version and then there's a phone version. So you could actually move your crypto over to one of these. I guess it does support a high range. See the full list. See, this is what I wanted with the other ones. Here's a full list of everything it supports. So you got Cardano, XRP, Doge. I don't know why you're still holding Doge. If you do, Polkadot, Tron, SHIB, different, you know, Uniswap Uni, FTT, Chainlink. This actually holds a lot, guys. Stellar, BChain, you know, a lot of options here. So just take a look at this. If you know, if this is mobile, desktop, and I guess it supports Treasured FTX. But there's also Trust Wallet. I know a lot of people use Trust Wallet. It is pretty simple to use. You know, you can just go to their trustwallet.com and download their app directly here. You can store your NFTs on here as well. I know Binance Coin, and then you can store, I guess, XRP and some other coins on here as well. But this is another great option, Trust Wallet, definitely. And then it has D-apps in the background that you can use to trade if you wanted to. So this is a pretty solid one to use. Electrum. I've never heard of this. It's a Bitcoin wallet. I don't know much about this one. I've never used it. It was I did see it in multiple articles saying that this is a good wallet, but I don't know. Electrum is free software released under the MIT license. I mean, I guess that does make me feel a little bit more secure about it. But I would do some more research before using this wallet just to make sure this is actually, you know, legitimate. You know, this probably wouldn't be my go-to wallet. Just wanted to put it as an option. And of course, there's MetaMask, right? Everyone uses MetaMask, but MetaMask is not safe by itself, right? If you click on the wrong thing, if you connect your wallet to the wrong site, you know, you're in trouble, right? And you're in trouble instantly, and there's really nothing you can do about it, right? And so that's why, you know, it's good to have your MetaMask backed up by either a Ledger device, hardware wallet, or a Trezor, right? Or what I like to use is a Lattice. So this is pretty cool. This sits on my desk, right? And when I want to approve a transaction, you know, I'll approve it here in my MetaMask, and it'll go to my Lattice, and it'll actually ask the transaction will say, "Do you want to approve this transaction?" I click yes on my screen here, and it actually will go through. And this is how it looks: transaction request, reject or approve. This is probably one of the cooler devices, I think, out there. I don't know if they're sold out of them right now, but I guess shop now if you want. This is about $500 though, guys. This isn't cheap. A Ledger Nano S will cost you about $150. Do not buy it off Amazon. There are fake ledgers being sold on Amazon. If it's not by Satoshi Labs, it's not from Ledger. Just if you want a ledger, you go to their website. Go to their website, buy it off their website. That is the safest and most secure way to do it. I would do that with the Trezor too. I definitely think this Trezor, I have this Trezor as well. This one is a whole lot easier to use than the smaller one. Obviously, this one's more expensive. But you know, all of these are really good options to help protect your MetaMask from being liquidated, right? And so you definitely want to take a look at that. But this is probably, if money's not an option, you know, if you have enough money and you're like, oh, hey, I can afford $500, this is the coolest device to have. You back up your wallet here on the safeguard. You put this in your safe or whatever you want to put it. And then, you use your Grid Plus. It is super easy to use. I know I hate using the ledger because such small buttons. You have to approve every transaction. You have to leave your ledger on your desk. It's kind of a pain in the butt. With this, right, if there's a fire and the grid is destroyed, you have your safe card in a safe place. You would just get a new grid, plug in your safe card, and you go. So just something to know. There's also this hardware wallet I've never heard of, but this does have high reviews. It's a CQX, and so it looks like these look like NFTs and different things. Looks like it's $199, and then they do have some other options here as well. So these are just different things that you guys can do to help protect yourself and move your crypto off those exchanges. And then there's Engrave. So I actually own one of these. I have not set it up yet. I tried, I originally bought a Ledger, and I was like, man, Ledger's cool, but I really don't like these little buttons. It's kind of clunky. I really like something with a screen that I can push buttons, and it's cool. So I ordered it in an Engrave. It came like a couple days ago. I haven't been able to set it up yet, but this does look pretty slick. There is a way to back it up by graphene here. You get this plate, and your seed phrase or your backup is you get a little tool and you knock in the notch. Like if it's this, and then it's this, and then it's this, and then it's this, you actually knock it in, and it's actually like a metal plate that you have, and you see how it's in it. You have all these things, and that's your backup. So it's kind of a pain in the ass to set up. That's why I haven't done this yet, because I have to do all of these little bangs in these and to set it all up. But this is definitely an option. I think these are like $300 or $400. Yeah, they're about 400 euros. And then if you want the graphene, 500 euros. I think that's euros. Yes. So there's just a lot of options here. That is really what I wanted to go over today, guys. There's not too much as far as crypto news. I really wanted to show you kind of the market is still on the downtrend. There is a lot of safe options for you to store your crypto that is not on exchanges if you want to. I am going to post my list of all of this stuff after the chat. If you want to go in and start exploring, be my guest. I did want to go over some updates though in the Discord really quickly though. Hold on, I'm still streaming. Let me just. So I wanted to go over some updates in the Discord, guys. We basically brought on a whole new TA. I mean, I don't want to say staff, but Rob Warrior from the Astrobit Discord has been in here a lot working with our community. And Nathan, who is one of the best TA people out of their Discord, we just made a partnership with Astrobit. And to use bots and strategies and different things. We're going to take a portion. I think it's like 2% or something of fees. So if someone pays $10 for a bot or a strategy, Cryptonairz will get $2 back. We're going to take half of those funds and we're going to give them away for extra giveaways for subscribers for different things. It's not like Cryptonairz is making like 30% or 20% or something. It's a very, very small percent. So they discount their bots already tremendously. I tried to negotiate for a while for an extra discount for Cryptonairz members. They've already discounted a lot of their stuff pretty far down, so there really wasn't a lot of room. But we did have a lot of meetings, and I did try to get the best deal I could. But there just wasn't a whole lot of room for negotiation there. But it is one of the best ones. I've been talking with a lot of influencers online. They are using their bot and their strategies, and they're being successful. So, we had a lot of good meetings with them. So look out for them. Crypto Warrior is from Astrobit, and he's definitely got a very good background in crypto. He's been in crypto for over 10 years. He's great at TA, but I also brought in their best TA person in their Discord now to replace our old TA person. There's actually going to be TA classes, right? Like if you want to understand TA, like I don't understand TA, and I want to learn TA. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up classes like maybe once a week. They're going to be recorded. And every week we're going to teach a different way of, different things about, trading and charting and, different patterns. And, I know there's like, 20 or 30 different patterns and different ways things can go, trend lines, all this kind of stuff. We're going to teach it. Just to educate you. If you want to take those classes, by all means do it. If you don't, you think it's a waste of time, don't worry about it. We will, those are really for the people that really want to just educate themselves. And we really are all about education here. We're working on a few partnerships that are going to be able to get members into more seed rounds and more white listings and things like that. We cannot give white lists away in the Discord because then when we become a broker dealer, and we have the SEC knocking on our door and we want to be compliant. So what we can do is we can partner up with projects and then they can do giveaways for our community, and then we send you over to their community to collect your whitelist so we don't violate any laws. I know there's some communities that say, hey, pay a higher price and we're guaranteeing you whitelists. Well, that's technically you're becoming a broker, and if you don't have a broker's license, that's a problem. So we're trying to stay in compliant. We've had a long talk with the lawyers about this. So yeah, and so just lots of things like that we're working on. As soon as we get these partnerships signed, there's a big one coming. There's actually two other partnerships right now that we have that we're right about to sign. That will open it up to a lot more projects coming in, as far as you being able to get in early, right, to projects. I am working on trying to get Vapor away from Assure DeFi. I've been talking to Thomas every day. I know he has a partnership with Assure DeFi. I really would like to get Vapor in. I'm also working with XOFi because I know a lot of new projects are going to come to XOFi, and I want to be able to, cherry pick the best projects out of XOFi and bring them into the community for you guys. So the other partnerships are not with either of those that I mentioned. I signed an NDA for both of those, so I can't tell you who they are yet until I sign the deal. But as soon as I sign the deal, I will let you guys know what those partnerships are. But they are going to definitely help out the community. They're going to bring more people, more options for you guys. So any questions on any stuff I went over today? I know it really wasn't like a deep dive into a project or whatever, but I thought it was a good time to talk about protecting your assets, and going from there. Any questions? No questions. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a question about.
Yep. What's up?
Yeah, just wondering, when you buy an NFT on OpenSea, do you, like, I have MetaMask with a Trezor. Are you able to send that back to that area for safety, like a normal crypto, or where do you put yours?
That's a great question. Well, so you can't move that NFT out of your MetaMask without approving it through your Trezor. So it'll always.
No.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I must have been misunderstood. Can you take your NFT away from OpenSea?
Well, you buy it off of OpenSea and it goes into your MetaMask. It lives in your MetaMask. It doesn't live on OpenSea. So you can go and sell that NFT anywhere, Danny.
No, I know. I'm just trying to figure out. No, because it got ripped off, and I'm just curious because my crypto's safe. It's in my MetaMask behind my Trezor. That's safe. But when I was minting an NFT, I must have clicked on something bad. So they took it out of my MetaMask wallet then, right?
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I was saying. So guys, what you need to do is you need to create a burner MetaMask wallet, right? There's a lot more scams than there are good people out there. creating a new wallet inside of your MetaMask already is not creating a new wallet. You actually have to create a new wallet on a new browser. That's a new MetaMask wallet. If you just collect, like if you go into your MetaMask, here, let me show you. Share your screens, go live, right? Like if I bring up my old MetaMask here that I had to move everything out of, right? If I go in here and I click create account, right? That is not a new account. It's still connected to all of this. So if I connected, like, let's say the second account to something and it was bad, it could drain all of this, right? Even if it's protected. So you actually have to go to a new browser, create a new MetaMask, and then you're good to rock and roll, right?
So okay, I got some NFTs that I was minting an NFT, and when I got hit, so I have, like, if I log on to OpenSea, it shows me like what I own, right?
Yes, but there's often scam NFTs sent to your wallet that you don't actually, that they're just there for you to interact with.
No, okay. I don't want to take up all your time. I guess so.
You're okay.
Okay. So if you're just going to buy an NFT, let's just say I'm starting fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I buy an NFT on OpenSea. I mint it. Now, do I just log out and leave it?
Yeah. So check it out. So here, check.
How do I protect it? It's not protected. Like when I buy a coin on wherever I buy it, it goes into my dummy account on MetaMask with the treasure, so I know it's safe. But the NFT, so that does it too. You just don't see it on MetaMask. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, so check this out. See how all of this is. I'm connected to all of these sites inside of my MetaMask. You see this?
No, I don't see your screen. I just see all the people in the room.
Oh, you don't see my screen? Hold on. I should be sharing my screen again. Can you go back into watch? I'm sharing my screen again. Can you go back into the watch stream?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I did that.
It should say watch stream top left.
Member chat, live events since. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck. Okay.
You're okay, man.
Yeah.
You're okay. Can you see see live stream?
Yeah.
Are you in?
I'm looking at your screen. Yeah, you're on Chrome browser.
Okay, check it out. So when you click your MetaMask, you see the three dots?
Yeah.
Connected sites. So right now my MetaMask is connected, or this is my old MetaMask. This is connected to all of these sites right now. So if something happened to like Valify or whatever, I'm still connected or openly connected to all of these sites. You actually have to go in here manually and disconnect from these sites like this. So once a week I do this with the MetaMask that I'm using now. This is just my old one. But you disconnect. You have to actually physically disconnect your MetaMask from all of these different sites. Right? So you go here.
Yeah, even ones you connect with like daily to get rewards, you still just.
Oh yeah, every week. Like if especially if it's an untrusted site, like if I haven't used that site in a long time, or like if it's a new site, if it's a brand new site, Danny, and it looks suspicious, I'll connect to it with the burner wallet. I won't connect to it with my regular wallet.
Oh yeah, okay. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and when you're minting NFTs, Danny, too, if it's a free NFT, I'm seeing this a lot lately. Scams with free NFTs. Connect your wallet, and then mint your free NFT, and then they get into your wallet and then they drain your funds. So, having some extra layer of protection is good, but having a burner wallet that you mint that free NFT out of is even smarter. That's probably the smartest thing to do. And it's easy, right? Because you can use Chrome, you can use Brave, or you can use Firefox, right? I know a lot of people use Chrome. I like Brave. Brave is one of my favorite browsers. Doesn't track you around the internet. And then there's Firefox as well.
Yeah, so you open up a burner wallet with a treasure on that too?
If it's a burner wallet, I don't need to have the treasure connected to it, right? Because all I'm doing is buying something on it and then moving it right off of it. Right. Oh, okay. I'm not storing anything on that burner wallet. So having the treasure connected to it is really kind of pointless. But see, even if you have your treasure, right? Even if you connect to that bad address and you approve the transaction on your treasure, you still let them into your wallet, right?
Yeah, these fuckers are they're like just beyond gangster. Like,
yeah.
like I was minting Lunatarks or Luna Arcs or whatever, and then you're all quick, you're in a rush, da da da, and then someone slips something in there, right? And then you click on it, and next thing you know, fucking I went on, and everything was gone.
Yeah, yeah, and you need a new seed phrase, like Cryptonairz said. You can also use Edge. Also, Guy Miner, thank you so much for saying that. I've never used Edge, but that's another browser that you can use. There's more scams than there are legitimate projects right now, guys, and basically we're constantly walking through a minefield. That's really what it is. And
you know what?
Yeah.
In the end, though, you give up 4 or 5, 10x's a year. And if you play them right, then that's your whole year.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Yeah. Right now you're not seeing a lot of, unless you're in degen plays, that are very super high risk, you're not really seeing 10, 20 X's right now. There was a huge drop on LTX last night. Someone sold 800,000 LTX. I don't know why they would do it at such a low price, but that was a really good time to buy LTX. And I still think LTX is undervalued at 30 or 40 cents or whatever it's at right now. But that's Lattice Exchange. LTX is what I'm talking about. It's going to be DAG's exchange. It's going to basically replace Uniswap. So, but yeah, you always want to create a burner wallet on a new browser, Danny, and that's the one you're going to want to use to connect to those and then move your stuff off of it immediately, right? Like if you're doing a trade and it's crypto, move the crypto into your safer wallet. If it's an NFT, move your NFT to your safer wallet, right? But you definitely need to have a burner wallet, that you're connecting to these more scammier places, right? And some of them look legitimate, right? Let's be honest. Like we get fooled a lot. I have not yet had an issue like that, and I'm do my best to, protect myself. But I don't click on random links people send me. I'm like, take a picture of it and send it to me or something, right? People will always try to send me random links or anything like that. If it's a random message on Discord, I never click on it. I just close it. Like I get messages on Twitter. I get emails. I mean, you'd be surprised. I get text messages trying to get into my MetaMask on my mobile phone. Scammers are everywhere and they don't stop. So, the best thing we can do is just, protect ourselves with a hardware wallet backing up your MetaMask. And then moving, your crypto off of some of these, there's 600 smaller exchanges, right? And I have a feeling in the next 2 or 3 months that 600 number is going to drop down to like 200 or 300. I really think a lot of these smaller exchanges are over leveraged and they're all going to have problems here soon. So, protect yourself, protect your assets. If you're on some of these smaller exchanges, be mindful. Maybe it's time to put your crypto in a safer place. But I definitely thought now was the time to have this conversation rather than having it 2 months down the line and all of this stuff happening. So, and Danny, you can reach out to me personally, DM me, man. If you want to talk on the side, brother, I'd be happy to talk to you on the side and help you out any way I can. Okay. Cool. All right, guys. Well, hey, listen, I'm going to try to go spend some time with my family today. We're going to go over to a birthday party. I appreciate you sticking around for the Sensei chat. I know it wasn't a bunch of projects or a deep dive on something crazy, but I hope you learned something about the stablecoins and kind of where to find that value. I hope you learned something about wallets and security. That's really what this session was about. And I hope it keeps you safe. Yep. Thank you, Cryptonairz. You have a safe weekend too. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I do really appreciate it. Thank you, Freelancer. And then next week we'll probably get into a deep dive on another cryptocurrency. I guess you guys, I could take some suggestions from you guys and what you would like to see me deep dive into. Maybe post in the chat what you want me to dig into next, and I will.